Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Spot Report for this week. On January 13th, it was a Friday evening, just as Shabbat was beginning, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel, his defense minister Ehud Barak, and some 12 others of Israel's inner security cabinet came together for a very significant meeting. They were to consider one of the most important decisions of their life, whether to launch a preemptive attack on Iran. This account of this meeting and the surrounding context for it, the events that led up to it, is covered in an article this past week in the New York Times magazine, in an article entitled "Will Israel Attack Iran?" written by Ronan Bergman. We've put it on our website as well, the JerusalemConnection.us. During the meeting, Defense Minister Barak laid out three categories of questions which he characterized this way. Number one, Israel's ability to act. Does Israel have the ability to cause severe damage to Iran's nuclear sites and bring about a major delay in the Iranian nuclear project? And can the military and the Israeli people withstand the inevitable counterattacks? I remember talking with one Air Force general, I think I mentioned this in previous spot reports, who said we can withstand the attacks, but there will be horrific casualties. The second question that Barak asks is this: does Israel have overt or tacit support, particularly from America, for carrying out an attack? Number three, have all other possibilities for the containment of Iran's military threat been exhausted, bringing Israel to the point of last resort? If so, is this the last opportunity for an attack? Israel estimates that Iran's nuclear program is about 9 months away from being able to withstand an Israeli attack. America, with its superior firepower, has a time frame of some 15 months. As I mentioned, this article in its totality, it's a lengthy article, but it's well worth a read if you're interested in what's taking place and the decisions that are being made and what's impacting those decisions with regard to Israel and their going to war. We don't have the decision given in this article, but the writer, after talking to all his resources and gathering the information, says this: I believe that Israel will indeed strike Iran in 2012, and the United States will choose to intervene after all, hopefully, but they recognize that only Israelis can ultimately defend themselves. As I read this article, my thoughts frequently went to the passage in the prophet Zechariah where he says in chapter 12, I'm going to make Jerusalem a cup that sends all the surrounding peoples reeling. Judah will be besieged as well as Jerusalem. On that day when all the nations of the earth are gathered against her, I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock, and all who try to move it will injure themselves. And then the leaders of Judah will say in their hearts, the people of Jerusalem are strong, because Yahweh Almighty is their God. On that day I will make the leaders of Judah like a firepot in a wood pile, like a flaming torch among sheaves, and they will consume right and left all the surrounding peoples, but Jerusalem will remain intact in her place. War is inevitable as far as Israel and as far as its surrounding neighbors, specifically Iran, is concerned. Iran has declared that its ultimate destiny is to wipe Israel off the map. There will be war. And it may be in the next few months. There are a lot of predictions about what's going to take place in 2012. I think this article is the most realistic and most probable prediction that I've read with regard to Israel and certainly the Middle East. May God give grace, sustaining grace, to Christians and Jews alike. So until next week, Od Ki Yavo Shiloh, until Messiah comes, Shalom Aleichem.